Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Phil here. So today's video is about how to get Invisalign for super cheap. I mean these bad boys, right? So how can you get them for super cheap compared to what you're normally paying? The average cost of them is like $5,000 or $5,500, something like that. So how can you get it for so darn cheap? Well, I'm about to teach you how. And guys, my next videos that are to come are going to be about flights. I know a lot of people are wanting to learn how you can fly to like Cancun for super cheap, or Bali, or wherever, Paris. It's fun. Anyway, let's get into today's video. All right guys, so this part of the video, I'm going to review Invisalign. What are my thoughts on it? Do I like it? Do I not like it? What happened? All that fun stuff. So right now I have both of my Invisalign retainers in. It does cause you to talk a little bit differently. I don't know if you can hear it, but overall it's not that bad, and you get used to it. To be honest with you, I have finished my course of Invisalign probably about 8 months ago, something like that. So I've not been so accustomed to wearing them, so my speech impediment might be a little bit more drastic compared to when I had them in every day, 24 hours a day. But overall, it wasn't that bad. The first couple weeks, it was a little weird. It was kind of itchy. I'll be honest, it was not a party. But once you can get over that first 2 or 3 weeks, thereafter, it's really not that bad. I had a kind of a big gap forming in between my front 2 teeth that, I'll be honest with you, I was a little self-conscious about. They did a good job fixing that situation, as well as just overall increasing the straightness of my teeth. Once again, I'll be honest, I have got some fillings, and I wanted to straighten them out to allow for proper tooth-on-tooth contact to preserve the life of those fillings. So in a way, there is a little bit of an investment there, but I'll be honest, I was a little self-conscious, and I did it mostly for aesthetic reasons. Overall, I'm happy I did it. It took me, I think 12 months, maybe 14, something like that. It really wasn't that bad. I now wear my nightly retainers nightly, and overall, it's not too bad, guys. If you feeling self-conscious about anything or anything like that, check it out. For like $1,700 it's really not that bad. So yeah, there are 3 major steps in order to get Invisalign from 70% to 90% off, and these are them. Whether or not you fall in the 70% or 90%, I'll talk a little bit more about that here later on, but let's get into these steps. So guys, step number 1 is go to a university dental clinic. Now you might be saying,
but Phil, I don't want a student working on my teeth. That sounds painful. That's gonna hurt. I want a professional.
Well guys, let me tell you, the dental students are, first of all, amazing. Shout out to all the dentistry individuals out there. But second of all, they actually don't do a whole lot that is going to impact your Invisalign treatment. So when you show up, they'll do a scan. And when I say they, I mean a clinic employee, not the student. So they'll do a scan of your entire mouth, and they'll send those scans to the Invisalign company. Then Invisalign will make all of the trays for your treatment plan, and from there they'll send them to the Invisalign, or excuse me, the dental clinic, and then the orthodontic student is going to make sure that they fit properly, and even if they don't, they'll basically say, all right, we'll send this off back to Invisalign to get a new tray, or we'll just skip this step and go to the next one. So there's not really a whole lot of damage that the student can do, so don't worry too much about that. Second of all, most of us, if not all of us, were students at one point in the healthcare industry, so it's time to pay it forward a little bit. But second, or I guess thirdly, the big reason why you want to go to a university dental clinic is it is like an automatic 50% discount. So Invisalign could cost anywhere from like $5,000 to $5,500. So over here, we'll say that Invisalign cost before the dental clinic $5,000. All right. So after the dental clinic, it costs you get a 50% discount, right? So now it costs you $2,500. I think in my example, in my real life example for my own Invisalign, I think it was like $2,300 or $2,400. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but it's approximately that amount. So we'll just call it 50% for simplicity's sake. The next step you'll want to do is use a credit card with a high rewards percentage. Meaning, have you seen the commercial where it's like, use our card for 1% cash back? Well, if you've got a 2% cash back credit card on all purchases, well, now you're getting a 2% discount. Doesn't sound like a whole lot, but hey, every dollar counts. So if you get a 2% discount, so over here, a 2% discount of the $2,500, that leaves you with a $2,450 bill. Third step of this madness is use HSA or FSA dollars to reimburse you. All right, guys, so if you have an HSA or FSA during open enrollment, which is right around the corner, if you front load money into that account, basically you say, I want $2,000 or $2,400 going into this account, and basically what happens is your employer will take a little bit of money out throughout the entire year to fund that account. The awesome thing about that account, though, is every dollar you want in that account is there January 1st. So let's say you want to get Invisalign in the year 2022. Well, in open enrollment in the next couple weeks, you will have to say, you know what, I want to put in $2,000 in my HSA. So take out $30 a paycheck or whatever the math is, and I want that. When you do that, every dollar you put into the HSA is not taxed. That's the awesome thing about the HSA and FSA, is every dollar you put in, it is before getting taxed. So really, it's like a 20%, or depending on your tax bracket, it's like a 22% automatic bonus, right? So because of that, you essentially are getting a 22% discount off of the final bill. And let's see, that brings the total bill down to $1,911 because you're getting a 22% discount because you're using HSA, FSA dollars. Now guys, another important thing to remember is before you put money into an HSA or FSA for this specific thing, you'll need to make sure that, first of all, you're a candidate for Invisalign. As I've said, not everybody's a candidate for Invisalign, so you might have to get the old school braces. And if you have the old school braces, you might say, you know what, I really don't want old school braces, so I'm going to just not get the Invisalign, right? The thing is with some of these counts, HSAs and FSAs, there is a, if you don't use it, you lose it thing. I'll make another video about open enrollment and HSAs, FSAs, all that stuff. So look for that video coming up. But if you decide that, or if it's determined that you are ineligible for Invisalign, it would be an awful shame putting $2,000 into these accounts and then not being able to use it. Now you can use that money on like an MRI or a X-ray or medications and a whole bunch of other stuff. So it's not necessarily going to go to waste. But what I did was I made sure I was eligible. I learned the price so that way I could put every dollar I could towards it, but not any more money than I had to, because I didn't want to risk not being able to spend that money and having that money just magically disappear, right? So in this example, guys, the bill was about, I think in my case it was like $1,600 or $1,700, but that doesn't matter. Clearly, $1,900 is a heck of a lot cheaper than $5,500. Now that's on the 70% side of things. How do you get Invisalign for 90% off? Well, insurance. Guys, at my institution, they are coming out with a new dental plan that has, you have to pay a little bit more on a monthly basis, but they now are covering orthodontics, which includes Invisalign, up to $2,000. I'm not a financial advisor, but this is how I've interpreted it. So this is for entertainment purposes only, but this is how I've interpreted the benefit, talk with your own HR rep just to make sure that everything is, we're all on the same page. But they've got 2 levels of dental insurance. One is basic and one is pro. The pro does cost a little bit more. However, it also includes $2,000 of orthodontics, right? So going back up to this price scheme, right? It was $5,000 before going to a university clinic, right? Then, here we'll put uni. And then it was $2,500, right? And this is where the insurance kicks in. So if you get $2,000 of insurance benefit, right now you're at $500. Then you say credit card, 2%. Now you're getting a $10 discount. So now it's $490. So now all you need to do is load your FSA or HSA with $490, which then, because you're getting essentially a 22% discount depending on your tax bracket, now your true out-of-pocket cost for Invisalign is, well, that was crappy. Your true out-of-pocket cost is $382, plus or minus, right? So guys, this is how you can get Invisalign, which costs like $5,000 or $5,500. This is how you can get it for like $300 or $400. That's crazy cheap. Guys, this is the stuff I'm gonna teach you, amongst other things. Please like and subscribe. All right, guys, so a step-by-step final instruction. Step 1, go to a university dental clinic. You're already getting like 50% off just for going there. Step 2 is use HSA or FSA dollars that you put in during open enrollment. Remember, guys, open enrollment's right around the corner. My next video is going to be open enrollment and how to manipulate that situation to maximize your wealth. The third step is use your highest cashback credit card to actually pay for the Invisalign. Step 4 is have the HSA or FSA reimburse you for that credit card bill, and you take that cash and pay off the credit card. Those are the 4 steps on how to get Invisalign super cheap. Guys, my next videos are going to be about open enrollment, like I just said, how to maximize your benefits, how to avoid the traps in open enrollment. When I say traps, I mean how to make sure you are not buying things you don't need or not getting things you don't need that are costing you money. And then secondly, my next video thereafter is going to be flights, because I know you guys want to fly around the world for free. Anyway, thank you guys. If you found this information valuable, please hit subscribe. About 75% of you guys watching my videos aren't subscribed yet, so please hit subscribe. Please, it takes 2 seconds. If you don't have an account, please make an account. It takes like 2 minutes, and then subscribe. Helps me out. Guys, I got so many cool tricks for you guys, so please hit subscribe. Share it with your friends. If you know of anybody talking about, yeah, I was thinking about getting Invisalign, show this video to them. Show my other videos to them. Show my stuff. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. See you in the next one.